Hey, what's going on, guys? And welcome to another edition of Todd's Takes. And today, we're going to be talking about this computer here still and adding more RAM. Let's get to it. All right, so like I said, man, let's welcome to my channel. What's going on, guys? Guys and gals and guys, what's up? All right, today, we're in my studio, aka my garage. But today we're gonna be talking about this computer here, man. This is like I said, this is this Asus ROG G15 CX-B10. Now, I absolutely love this thing. I'll tell you what, it has exceeded all my expectations. If you're looking to buy a PC that's pretty much pre-built, but you want a quality PC that's got good parts, and it's expandable and it's upgradable, you want this Asus ROG. I'm telling you. I don't know anything about Cyber Power, and I don't know too much about the other brands, and I've heard good stuff about all those other brands. But I can only speak for this Asus here. This has been an awesome machine. I have put this thing to the test. I'm not gonna lie, guys. I threw the book at this thing. I've had things downloading and uploading at the same time. I left it on running all night. I've played with it all night on my days off, of course. That's no lie. That's no exaggeration. This is not a sponsored video. You know my videos, and none of my videos are sponsored. All the stuff that you see is pretty much out of my own pocket. But I've ran this thing to the T. I mean, let it get hot. I've got it sitting in the cabinet, but I got it well ventilated, where I got holes cut all in the cabinet, so air can get in and out. But this thing's been awesome. It has been absolutely awesome. I'm telling you. I've done video editing with it. I tried to do my first video. I'm still learning. I've done gaming with it. I've uploaded pictures with it. I've downloaded videos with it. All that stuff. It's been awesome. That 2080 graphics card that's in this thing, 2080 Super that's in this thing, oh sheesh. Yeah, I'm talking about, graphics, HD, 4K, 1080p, 1440p, whatever setting you want with this thing, it's doing it. It is doing it. I'm telling you. So that's why I come to today. But you know me. I like to make things a little better. I have never, ever, as you guys can tell by my channel, never, ever been able to leave anything alone. Anything stock. This Harley Davidson, perfectly good bike, stock. I couldn't leave it alone. I had to chrome it out, put the vents and highs on it, put the stereo to it, put the custom wheels to it, front and back. The chrome bezels, all that. The ZX14, perfectly good bike. It was stock. I couldn't leave it alone. I had to do the motor to it, the chain, the carbon fiber, everything. I can't leave things alone. I have to make things better. But I tell you what, I also am a person like this. If it's working perfectly well, don't mess with it too much. I won't break into stuff too much, but I will make it a little better. And so here, come back to the point. It has, like I said, it's got a SSD, it's got an HDD. It's great. It's got 16 gigs of RAM, single channel. It's got a great motherboard. It is expandable. I'm going to show you that in a second. You can do a lot of things with this computer. Gaming wise, the reason why I'm thinking about adding more RAM, and I just got this HyperX Fury, 16 gig single stick RAM here. Gaming, you don't need more RAM than 16. Actually, 16 is more than enough. You can get away with 8. You're going to get away with 8. Depending on what game. Now, every now and then, you might run into a game that runs a little bit more than 8, but I haven't seen one yet. I think Tomb Raider is the only game I've seen at 4K, playing it on 4K or 1440p, that it runs a little bit over 8 gigs. But other than that, honestly, straight up from what I've seen, and the benchmark programs I downloaded, I haven't seen them, not a game yet. And I've played Tomb Raider on it. I've played Titanfall 2 on it. It's hard, serious games that push CPUs and graphics cards to the max almost. And I haven't seen anything go past like way over 8. Not even close to 16. Not even close to that. But video rendering, that's what we're getting at now. So when I've downloaded a program, I got Adobe, and I got another a video editing program that when I do my video editing stuff, and I try to make most of my videos in 4K, believe it or not, or run off 4K. Right now, what you're seeing is still me shooting my videos off my cell phone. But my Samsung S-Series cell phone can actually record in 4K, and it can record in 1080p. So when I shoot it in 1080p and I upload it and I try to do my editing on that, man, you could really hear this computer running, like the fans, all that. I mean, it's roaring, right? It's going. You can tell it's rolling. And the RAM is right at 16. Matter of fact, right at 16, a little bit more. So that's the reason why I want to add more RAM. I want to get this thing up to 32 gigabytes of RAM so I can really edit. You know, if I want to throw a 4K edit to it, it'll do 4K. If I want to do 1440p, 1080p, whatever HD editing I want to do with this thing, it'll do it. So that's the reason why we're going to add today. We're going to add more RAM. And I'm going to show you I'm going to open up the case. And I'm going to show you guys, just in case you're wondering, what can you do with these PCs? Because a lot of guys are scared of messing with their PC. Hey, listen, here's the truth. This is my first desktop that I'm touching with my own hands like this myself. I had one other desktop somebody gave to me a long time ago, old computer. And I cracked that thing open and I added a CD drive long time ago. But me, like I said, I'm a person I'm going to read, I'm going to do the research. I'm going to read, study, do research. And then, hey, you know what? I'm going to put my own hands to it. And that's just like I did the bikes, the trucks, all that I'm showing you on every video, including these RCs. I put my hands to this thing too. I study. That's why I appreciate you guys looking at my channel. And I'm going to show you, if you're looking at buying a PC, you want something pre-built, you want something with good quality parts, I'm about to show you. Like I said, a lot of these pre-built computers, you get a pre-built computer, but they give you trash parts. I'm going to show you this thing is using great parts. And it is truly expandable. All right, so let me turn this over. And let me take off the side panels. And let me get to it. Okay, guys, we're back. Check this out. Now, to take the side panels of this thing off, don't mind this. This right here doesn't come with the computer. This is a card reader that I got. And it's an excellent card reader, too. It does all 4 cards. And I got this thing off Amazon for actually only $15. And you just plug it up through with your USB. There's 2 small screws. I'm going to show you what the screws look like. You take them apart. You slide the panel back like that. And then it pops off. Just like that. All right. Now, the 2 small screws I'm talking about they look like that. Phillips head screwdrivers, guys. Phillips head screwdrivers, that's really all you need with a PC. That's why I love it. It ain't like an RC car where you need all kind of different bits and MIP screws and all that. Nah. Phillips heads. Just one screwdriver. Take care of this. We'll take apart this whole PC. All right, so if you can see right here, see that hole there? You got 1 screw there, One screw there. Unscrew those. There's screws right there. That's the screws for the panel. All right, now let me show you this. This is the inside of the PC. All right. Now you see that big black board there? That's the motherboard. This thick thing here, that's the graphics card. That is the cooler. It's got a fan on it and it's got heat pipes. There's a fan. There's a fan on the power supply, and there's a turbo fan on the graphics card itself. All this stuff that's in this thing here, I actually called Asus myself. I called them up and I asked them, I said, is there any? They said, no, everything on this computer is made by Asus. There's only one thing that's not made by Asus is that. All right, like I said, the only thing that this thing doesn't make is the actual RAM stick. The RAM stick is made from a company called AIO or ATO. But other than that, everything else is Asus. So as you can see, you got different headers. You can add more RGB. You can add more fans. It's got another SATA here. You can add more SSD. You can add more hard drives. All that stuff, it is expandable. See that? And right there in that little slot right there, that's how we're going to add our RAM. Okay, like I said, everything in this computer is made by Asus. I'm turning the light on so you can see. Everything in this computer here is made by Asus, right? So this right here is a good shot of the motherboard, as you can see. All right, so this is the motherboard that comes in the G15CX V10. Got it? All right, so what I'm gonna put this right here. All right, so today, these two slots right here, I'm gonna get ready to expand the RAM. All right, so let me unpackage this and we'll get ready to put this in. Hold on a second. Okay, like I said, when you get ready to expand, when you get ready to do anything with a computer, do me a favor. Try not to touch those pins, those ends there, especially with your CPU. Especially with that. Don't touch that. Try not to put your greasy fingers on that. You know, keep it on the hard part. All right, so basically when you put the RAM in, one side's going to be a little longer than the other. This one here is a DDR4. It's a 288 pin. So you're going to look at that right there. You're going to make sure that this matches. The main thing is you got to make sure your RAM sticks match. You know, if it's a DDR4, buy only DDR4 RAM sticks. You got DDR4, 3, 2, and 1. It all goes by generation, how old it is. Like this right here is a new computer. It's a 2020. So DDR4 is what we're currently running. Another thing you want to also do is do research on your motherboard. Make sure the RAM stick that you got in there matches with this one right here. As far as the speed, the gigabytes, the whole works. You don't really want to mix and match your RAM sticks. You're going to run into crashing issues. All right. So I did some major research on this. I'll tell you what helps too is it's a program out there called CPU-Z. Download that. If you can't find the info, like you Google this thing, you Google the model number, you can't find the info on it, download that app called CPU-Z, and that thing goes in and reads everything that you got in this in your computer. I mean, it tells you what speed is running, the model number, all that stuff, man. I'm telling you, the model number, the speed, the voltage, the benchmark, what it's running at, all that stuff, man. I mean, it tells everything. It tells you everything what's going on in your computer. All right, so and then you can cross-reference that info with the info what you're buying. But like I said, with this computer here, as you can see, everything's Asus. The only thing it's not is the NVIDIA graphics card, of course, and the RAM sticks made by a company called ATO or AIO, I believe. And they make good RAM sticks. But other than that, yeah. So I'm gonna put this HyperX Fury, which is a well-known brand. This right here is a 16 gig stick. As you can see, my motherboard has single channel memory drives, but we can always expand it. That's what I love about this. That's what I love about this computer. The main thing when I was looking for a desktop is I was like, man, whatever one I buy, I want to make sure I can expand it and I can expand it for the future, right? Because I don't want to put a lot of money in something where, okay, it's good for this year, next year, and then year after that, man, you got to go buy a whole another computer. Nah, this stuff right here, it's like what everybody else says on their videos. It literally is like a Lego set. Whatever part is old that you want to upgrade, take it out, put it in. All right, you want to expand it, make it better, like we're doing now, pop it in. You want a bigger graphics card, take one out, put one in. You want to put new fans in. That's another thing we're about to do. This thing does great. It does. But I actually ordered 3 more fans, and I'm going to mount 2 up here and 1 in the front, right? To get that airflow really, really going. Now you can get liquid cool if you want to, which is kind of like you get a big old radiator with a pump with some pipes, and I mean you can go all out with a PC. I'm telling you, as far as like keeping it cool, but you know, keeping it cool is the main thing you really want to focus on too, is because these things get hot, man. I tell you what, like I said, when I was rendering that video and I had that thing on 4K, I mean, that's when that RAM gets to going, that CPU gets to going, and it gets hot. It gets hot. I'm telling you, it gets hot like an iron. Okay, so keeping it cool is the one thing. Air does great. You know, don't fall into that trap of buying something, man, you don't need. You know, everybody's like, oh, you need all this air pump and all this. You basically need to radiate out of a car engine. Man, you don't need that stuff, man. You know, just buy what you need for the task you're trying to go for. If you're just gaming, casual gamer, stuff like that, you don't need 1,000 pumps and pipes in this thing. I mean, what you do need is a good airflow case, something with some great heat sinks in it, and some good fans, about a couple of good fans. Or get you, like I said, a AIO, which is the liquid. You know what I mean? So you want to get nice cool air through this thing. But yeah, so this is a good shot of this motherboard. Got expandable slots there. You can add more RGB. You can add more fans. You can add another SSD if you want to. You got another solder plug in there. You want to add more stuff there. So yeah. So right now, okay, let's get back to work. We're gonna add in this. RAM. So let's pop this in here. I tell you what, I can't do this holding the camera and holding this at the same time. Guys, I promise you my channel is gonna get a whole lot better. I'm gonna invest in getting me a camera stand and all kind of goody stuff, man. Because I'm really enjoying this, and I'm really enjoying that you guys are loving my channel, man, for real. So hold on, let me pop this in. We're gonna match that to that. Just a second. Okay, as you can see, I just got it sitting in there. And what I'm gonna do, you see that little tab there? You push that back, right? And you're just gonna push this down until you feel it nice and firmly like slide in there. Until you see this little tab, click in. See that? Bing. All right. And that's it. As you can see, just adding more RAM. All right. There you go. All right. So now I just boosted my computer from 16 gigabytes of RAM to 32 gigabytes of RAM. That's a 16 gigabyte stick. That's another 16 gigabyte stick. All right. And all the numbers match. So that's it, guys. I'm going to put this glass back on here, put the 2 screws back on there, turn it back on, run the benchmark on it, and make sure all the RAM sticks are working and they're working properly. Run a few tests with it, make sure it's all good. No, I didn't go with an RGB stick. You can actually, now, you can really get really pimped out and customized with your stuff. You can get RGB sticks that's got the LEDs on it that glow and all that. My fans that I got coming in, they got some real nice colorful RGBs on it. So I went that route. And then this thing right here has got all kind of RGB strips in it. And I can add more. Like there's another RGB header, LED header down there. I can add more, man. I mean, that's why I love this PC. You can just grow with this thing. I'm telling you, this thing is. And if you feel like this is not enough, 3 years down the road, you got the money, man, pull that motherboard out, man. Put you another a different motherboard in there. Put you one of those big Asus Tough TUFs, big 570s in this sucker, man. I think this right here is I think that motherboard there is a 390. I'm not sure. I'm gonna have to go back and look again. But other than that, yeah, you can expand all day on this thing, man. You want dual channels, you want single channels. Right now, what I got is working. Like I said, it's an i7 in here, 9700K. It's unclockable. It's a 2080 Super. You know, everything's unclockable. Everything's upgradable. I got new fans coming in. So yeah. So when my fans come in, which should come in Sunday, stay tuned for the next video. I'm gonna pop those on for you, and we'll show you how this thing runs. But right now, we just upgraded the performance. Sunday, we're going to be upgrading the actual look and airflow. And we're going to, man, like I said, and I'm going to get to making more juicy videos for you guys. I've got more videos coming up. Stay tuned for that. And we're going to get more into our RC stuff pretty soon. And more stuff into our cars and trucks. All right, so, and some more reviews and maybe a rant too. But yo, I appreciate it, guys. This has been Todd's Takes. I appreciate y'all looking at my stuff. I really appreciate it. I'm over 200 subs. Thank you so much, guys, because that right there lets me know, yo, you know what? I got an audience. You guys are waiting on me. You're looking at me. You're looking to see if I got some more interesting stuff. And I know my channel seems random. It's so random with so many different things, but I kind of like it like that because, you know, I'm reaching out to everybody. Whether you do stuff for your yard, whether you do stuff for your truck, whether you do stuff for your bikes, you do computer stuff, you do gaming stuff, you do RC stuff. Man, I'm out here, man. With like I said, I'm not sponsored or any of that. All this stuff here is coming off my own pocket, bro. You know, and so. But I'm just going to try to save you the most money as I can. That RAM stick there, I got that off Amazon. Like I said, Crosshair is a great RAM stick. HyperX Fury is a great RAM stick. There's only like so many companies out there that make their own stuff. The rest of them be made from other people, man. They just got different brands on them. So, but HyperX, Crosshair, and what's that other brand? I think is Ripjaw. They make their own stuff. So those are companies that make their own RAM sticks, and they're proven. They really are. So, guys, I'm gonna sign out. I'm gonna put the plate back on there. I'm gonna plug this thing up. We're gonna see how it works, and I want to say peace to you. Thank you so much, guys, and gals. For real. Can't forget about my ladies. Peace out. All right, guys, as you can see, this is my little setup here, like I said. And how you guys like my keyboard? It's pretty neat, right? But anyway, okay, so I'm going to show you how this RAM is working. And what we're going to do, we're going to click onto this CPZ. I'm telling you guys, get this program once you get your computer. I love this thing. This thing tells you everything what's going on with your. So as you can see there, I don't know if you can see that real good. That's CPU. That's got everything. We're gonna go up there in the memory, right? All right, DDR4. You see that? 32 gigabytes. Once you pop the memory in there, the computer's gonna automatically recognize what it is. So, you know, like I said, and then you can go here to speed, and that's slot 1. See, slot 1. I got the original one in there, which is 16 gigabytes on slot 1, and slot Go back to slide 1. Go back to slide. We're gonna go to slide 2. And you can see 16 gigabytes in slide 2. And if you notice, like I said, when you do your research on your RAMs, try not to mix and match your RAMs too bad, where you got one speed, one another speed, things like that. As you can see in this computer right here, I do have 2 different brands. I got the AIO, which came in with the computer, and then I expanded it with a Fury X. But that's okay, you know, as long as they both are the same megahertz, like you see here, same megahertz, same speed, same voltage. You know, if you can see that at the bottom, right here, 1.2 volts. Make sure that too, you know. Go back to slot 1, 1.2 volts. Same voltage, same speed, same everything. DDR4 266 on slot 1. And slot 2. DDR4 266 on slot 2. So, and then if you don't trust that, we can go here. And we can go into our, this right here, as you can see. And you see it does a full diagnostics, and you see right there at the bottom, right there, 31.6 gigabytes of memory. All right, and that's on performance. I don't even have it overclock. You know, if I put it on turbo, it'll overclock. It'll start overclock. And then you go, if I really want to overclock, I can put it on manual and really like overclock it. But right now, I just got it on the basic Windows. Guys, I hope this really helps you out. And, you know, how you guys like my Venom background there. I think it's pretty dope. But we're going to sign out here. I love this keyboard. This is the ROCCAT Rocket AMO 122, and I got like a little pad, and I got my little. I love this gamer, you know, wireless mouse here. It's actually really. I can actually adjust the speed. It can go a lot faster. So, guys, this is Ty's Takes. Rate, comment, and subscribe. Like I said, I love that. I love that PC, man. It's worth every bright green buck. I'm telling you. And I'll see you guys on the next one. Like I said, tune in, because Sunday I got the 3 fans coming in. We're going to install that as well. And we're going to keep this thing moving. All right, peace.